Where's my sponge? Hey y'all, my name is Ashley, and today I'm going to be sharing my tutorial on my minimal makeup routine that gets me out of the door quick. And I'm not wearing foundation, so if you want to see what's on my face, what I do to make myself look put together in such a short amount of time, then keep on watching. If you're anything like me, sometimes like if you're like life's busy and stuff, you don't get to sit down and just do your makeup, and then you kind of want like a quick routine that's your go-to to get out the door as quick as possible, right? That's what I'm gonna do today. This is my go-to routine on my busy days, what I put on my face. And I have 3 kids, right? I'm in the middle of a very strange divorce. I've talked about this in a video. So my days are really busy. I'm also like packing up my house, in the process of moving, a process of selling a house. Like, my life is chaotic. So to get ready, I have to find like the quickest thing possible. One thing I always do, and I didn't do this on camera, and that's my brows. Because if I'm going to take the time, sit down and take 30 minutes to do my makeup, I can promise you 10 of those minutes are on my brows. And I am so particular, and I don't do my brows the same way everyone else does their brows. I don't just take a pencil, put some brow gel in it, and call it a day. I make them green. So it takes a little while. I use eyeshadow. It's not a quick process. So I did my eyebrows, but now I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my face. I went ahead and put my toner on, but for moisturizer, quick, easy day. It's very sunny outside. I don't know what my day is gonna have. So I'm gonna use my Fenty Hydra Vizor with SPF 30. And I like to take this, and this is going to be my moisturizer for the day because I also have that SPF in it. Probably should get some clips to put my hair back, because if not, I'm gonna get crap in my hair. I don't think I need clips for my long bang bits, but I'm tucking behind my ear. I may look a little weird, but I'm not gonna put any foundation on today. That is like a step I'm skipping. So when it comes to skipping foundation, I'm also not going to contour my face. I'm also not gonna be putting eyeshadow on my face. So like I said, this is very quick. Now, what I do like to do is I'm gonna go ahead and prime my under eyes and also apply this on my lids as well to kind of like take away some discoloration on my eyelids and just making myself look a little bit more put together. So this is from OleHenriksen. This is their Banana Bright Vitamin CC Stick. I'm pretty sure I've been using this product for over a year, and I talk about it all the time. But I'm gonna also put it on my eyelids. So under my eyes and the eyelids. Now, this is a product you can use your fingers to buff out, or a brush. I use a brush because long nails. And I'm just going to blend that out and just blending it down, because some of the brightness in that can also just like help awaken my face. And then I'm also gonna do it on my eyes. So I'm blending that out. Now this is like quick. This is my go-to. And usually this is my go-to to go to my kids' school. This is my go-to to go to the store. I took my kids to bingo on Saturday. This is what I put on my face because I'm not gonna spend an hour getting ready. Well, sometimes it takes me longer than that. I'm gonna be real honest with you. But I'm not gonna spend like an hour and a half getting ready to go somewhere with my kids when they're like, I don't want them zombified to their tablets or their switches or the telly. I wanna step away as quick as possible to do my makeup. And this is what I do. So, under eyes are prepped. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a primer on my face, even though I'm not putting on foundation. And that is because this is a smoothing primer, and this is like a filter on your face. So if I'm not gonna apply foundation, I at least wanna smooth everything out and put that life filter on my face. So this is from Iconic London. This is the Velvet Smooth Pore-Refining Primer. This blurs, right? And if I'm not putting foundation on, and I'm not layering all these products, this is like the best primer to use because it is so blurring, and it gives the appearance that my skin looks good when it fucking don't, okay? I have acne, I have texture, I have all of the above. And so I'm just going to put this all over my face, which if I do a full glam look, I don't use a pore filling primer over my entire face. Non-full glam look, I use it all over my face because I'm skipping my gripping primer. I'm skipping a lot of steps in my makeup routine. And so I want the best base possible and the quickest way possible, and this is the way to do it. But it's just it just blurs my skin and it makes me look like I have a fantastic skincare routine and I do all the steps, because half the time, I wouldn't say half the time, I would say 2 nights out of the week, I am too tired to do my skincare routine in the evening. I always do my morning routine. So I'm blurred. And now I'm going to conceal. So I'm going to be using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. I really enjoy this concealer for minimal makeup days. I don't use it for full coverage days, but for minimal makeup, this is perfect because it has like a skin-like finish. And I'm gonna powder lightly, but not everywhere. But it's hydrating, it's a thin formula. It's buildable if necessary, but it's just a natural looking concealer. So, and I'm going to go for the most natural as possible. And when I blend this out, I'm gonna take it in my inner corner and apply a little bit in my inner corner, but that's it, just a little bit. And that OleHenriksen like kind of helps prime for the concealer. And I have dry under eyes, so I'm always looking for hydrating products to apply underneath makeup, which is why I still put the CC stick underneath the concealer. I'm not even gonna spot conceal my acne, even though I have one right here that's bothering me. I'm gonna let it be. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and blush my face. So, I've really been enjoying these ones from Glow Recipe. I ended up picking up a second shade during the Sephora sale because I love the Watermelon Flush so much. Today I'm gonna use the Berry Flush shade, and I like these because for that natural look, for that quick makeup on the go, this is a beautiful product because it's easy to blend out and it gives you just a nice flush of color where it kind of looks natural, even though if I'm blushing or if I'm sun-kissed, this wouldn't be my color, but it gives a natural look. I could also sit here for forever and just like fuck around and leave this on my face and it would still blend out. So it doesn't have a quick dry down time, which some like liquid blushes or blush sticks will like dry down quickly. So you have to kind of move quickly, but with this product you don't. But then it's not only like giving you color to your face, it's giving you a nice glow. So I really, really have been enjoying this blush. I hope, please Glow Recipe come out with more shades because I would buy them all. I really would. Ooh, a red would be really nice. And like, you see how I got a nice flush? I just want a little bit more because I'm a blush whore. So I'm just gonna put another dot on my face and build up the color just a little bit. Another thing I'm gonna quickly do is take some of that product with a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna bring it in my outer corner. So that way there's a little bit of blush right here underneath my brow and a little bit above my eye. I also feel like this is perfect for like the summertime because in the summertime, you know, you want to look put together and you don't want to just cake on your makeup because you don't want to sweat it off, which is, you know, depending on where you live, it's really hot and humid. There's a good chance your makeup's going to fall off anyway. So less is better. So this is like a good go-to routine for that as well. And then I'm going to put on a little bit of bronzer. I really like this one for minimal bronzing. This is from Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. This is like a balmy kind of bronzer. So it's not a lot of pigment, but it does give nice, it does add like the warmth to your face, but with a skin-like glow kind of finish. And I feel like when you're going for a more natural look, that glow kind of makes your skin look like skin, and this product definitely does. So I'm going to take just a smidge of that, and I just bronze my forehead. So I don't really bronze the rest of my face because I do so much blush, but I will add a little bit of bronzer on my forehead because I feel like I need it. I need some warmth, and with the sun shining, it looks natural. So now I'm going to take my beauty sponge, right, and I'm just going to kind of blend that all together real quickly, because that's kind of what's going to make it look more natural. That's majority of my base done, believe it or not. So before I powder my under eyes, a step I like to add to make myself look a little bit put together is just add a quick wing eyeliner. Here's the problem with that. I have a hard time doing wing liner on camera because I feel like I have to get like this close to my mirror to get the perfect wing. So let me do that. quick little winged eyeliner. They got a little bigger than I wanted because if you know, you know. As you put your liner on, sometimes to get them perfect, you end up with a thicker wing. But either way, this will work. So then, because I did put the OleHenriksen on my eyelids to kind of even out the skin tone on my eyes, right? I'm gonna take a little bit of a Brightening Pink Loose Powder. This one's from Nikia Joy. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna kind of like minimal amount of powder. And tap that bitch off. And I'm going to put it on my eyelids so that way it kind of set that OleHenriksen product because it is like really moisturizing and it does like add glow to your lids and I don't really want a glowy lid. So I'm just going to set my eyes with that. I'm also going to take a very small amount of that loose powder again and take my little powder puff and just put a little bit in the inner corner under my eyes. And then take that fluffy brush that I use for my eyelids and kind of do the rest of my under eyes where I'm not like baking, but I am setting it a little bit. And it's kind of because I just don't want my concealer to crease, you know? So I'm also going to add a little bit of mascara. So I'm going to use the YSL Lash Clash because this gives you volume and I swear to God it lengthens too. I know it says voluminous, but to me, the appearance, it lengthens my lashes. And personally, I don't wear lashes often unless I'm doing a really bold look. And it took me a while to find mascaras that I'm comfortable wearing without lashes. There's two of them that I wear all the time. YSL Lash Clash is one of them. The other one is from Pat McGrath. It's the Dark Star. And I don't get my lashes done because I do wear eye makeup often. And I don't wear lashes either. So when I'm doing a natural look, I want a mascara that works. YSL Lash Clash is it. The other step I like to add is a liner in my waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and use a black kohl liner. This one's from Pat McGrath. I don't think they sell this anymore, but it works, so I still use it. It was from that Bridgerton collab. And I found it at TJ Maxx. And I've been using it ever since. And this thing has lasted for fucking ever. And I still have like this much product left. I will use this until it's all gone and then I'll have to struggle to find another black liner for my waterline. But this is the best. And I'm an elder emo, okay? I have to put black liner in my waterline. I don't know how to stop that habit. So the final thing is the lips. Now, because I'm so basic on my face, I want to do something quick on my lips that goes with the natural look, but still looks like I'm put together. You know what I mean? So my favorite thing to do is take a lip oil and a lip liner. Now, I recently picked up this one during the Sephora sale. This is the Dior lip oil in this shade Berry, because I have an orange one and I do like my berry tones for lips. And this is how I like to wear this product. So I'm gonna take a lip liner that's equivalent to that shade. This is from ColourPop in the shade Jealous Much. This is from these, girl, get your at, thank you. This is from the Snow White collection. So I'm pretty sure this lip liner doesn't exist anymore. I'm still gonna use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just line my lips very basically. And before it starts to kind of set, even though these ones are very creamy, but to like blend out your lip liner, I find the ColourPop ones perfect. But I'm gonna take a lip brush and I'm gonna blend that liner down. And then I'm gonna repeat on my bottom lip. And now I'm just gonna take that lip oil and put it on my lips. And y'all, that is it. This is my quick go-to. This is how I put my makeup on in less than 30 minutes and I'm ready to go out the door. I feel put together and that's just kind of what I do. I will set it. So let me go ahead and grab. I feel like for this look, I don't really need something that's kind of gripping or trying to make it last all day because most likely this will stay on my face all day because it is minimal makeup. But I'm gonna go ahead and use the iconic London Prep Set Glow because I want my skin to look like skin. And that's it. I feel cute, I'm put together, I can go do what I wanna go do and not feel like I'm not put together. Because to me, if I don't have something on my face, I feel like I'm bumming it and I don't wanna be bumming it. So if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. If there's products in your minimal makeup routine that you recommend that you love, go ahead and comment them down below. But until next time, bye y'all. And I'm gonna take a fluff, woo! I kinda